Hey, Dinarland Ninja here. This is some Dinarland highlights from January 2nd, 2020. From Mark Z via PDK. Says, my Iraqi sources are now squarely looking at January 5th from government and military sources. They're looking from the 5th to the 15th. The banking side is saying now because that is what they hear from those above them in the chain of command. The military is looking for indicators like what is happening, where troops are moving to protect things, etc. The government side looks at treaties, signatures, voting on this and that. So the different groups look at different things to estimate timing. Okay, from Jeff says, in my opinion, they're in the process of positioning the money for the rate change, the last final step. There actually haven't been any delays. One of the more popular gurus saying it's going to change at the beginning of the year and the budget will be implemented at the beginning of the year. I told you guys to be cautious with this type of information because this is overhyped BS. Okay, from Breitling, a lot of stuff we've been looking at, everything is coming down the road, everything is lining up. If people are not excited about this, they're never going to get excited. You have Iraq telling you that they have a new budget based on lower oil prices and it's determined by investments. And so what are they going to do? They're going to reduce their note count. They're going to start doing what we've been talking about. They said that they needed to add value to their currency. Now they are dependent only on that because they have to add value to their currency to get into the international markets. We wouldn't be in a better position. That's why I've been so positive. There's nothing else they need to do. They took the cover off of everything. All this stuff is in the news. They're telling everybody what they're going to do. I've been getting emails of people asking me about the graph from the CBI. It shows the drop in currency. If you go back, what was the value? About $3.25. They had between 1.5 to 2 billion notes in the market. That was the number we needed to watch. The chart that you guys are looking at is very important. There it is from the CBI. Look how much the currency has dropped. Here's what we don't know. We don't know how many denominations are out in the public. In other words, how many 25K notes, how many 10K notes, how many 5K notes. So even though they say they've dropped the note count, it doesn't give us enough information to determine how many dinars are out there. But we can see they dropped the note count. It's right there in front of you. Every country on the planet that drops their note count, what happens to the value of their currency? It goes up. It's universal. There, Iraq is dropping their note count. When they drop their note count, guess what? The value of their currency goes up. They're putting things in place. The budget depends on investments because they're losing in the commodities market as far as the energy markets go. So they're investing in the international markets. And they're not going to do that at a 10 of a penny. That's what these guys are trying to tell you. So all these indicators are in place. It should make you very, very happy. I couldn't be more excited. Okay, from Mountain Goat. For the CBI to launch the project to delete the zeros anytime soon would take a miracle. However, I'm not hearing the CBI is going to postpone again due to the current situation. But this puzzles me as to why they would do this in the midst of such chaos. We see much instability issues now in Iraq. This situation is close to a major escalation, but not yet. Some foreign investors are pulling out of Iraq, but this can be salvaged. The government must find solutions very soon, or years, if not decades of work will be lost. I still keep my hopes up that the CBI may move forward in the midst of the turmoil. There is a window of opportunity remaining. Let's just see how it all plays out. And that's all for now. Thanks for tuning in.